Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Chelsea and I make videos about Disney and I also do a couple of vlogs here and there, but yes, mostly Disney. So if you are interested in those sort of videos, then make sure to subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so that you're notified every time that I upload a video. So I am answering the question today of whether you lose the magic as a cast member. So obviously Disneyland is a very magical place and a lot of people are interested as to whether you still feel that magic when you go into the parks as a cast member or whether it's just not magical anymore and it's just a theme park. So I'm going to be answering that in today's video. So I'm just going to get straight into the video. So quick little backstory if you don't know me, I worked in Disneyland Paris as a performer. So yeah, I got to hang out with a lot of characters, so I've definitely seen a lot of behind the scenes stuff in Disneyland. Yeah, I mean, as a performer, you can imagine what sort of things we see backstage. I'm not going to say what those things are, I'm going to leave that to your imagination because I don't want to break the magic in this video. And yeah, I don't want to break character integrity or anything like that. So as well as a performer, I know everything that goes into a meet and greet. So I know like the different stages of it, what the characters have to do during a meet and greet to make sure that everybody gets the same experience. And obviously I'm used to looking out for those little details when I go and meet characters. So I just sort of, like, I know what to look for. I know how to interact with the characters because I get to hang out with the characters a lot. So I know exactly like what they're trying to say to me when I'm meeting a character. And obviously as an ACC as well, which is, for anyone who doesn't know, is a character attendant. In Disneyland Paris they're called ACCs. I think pretty much everywhere else they're probably just character attendants. So as an ACC you have to basically act as like a translator between the character and the guests. A lot of the guests will understand what the character's trying to say, like sometimes it's very self-explanatory, like the character will be pointing at their t-shirt because that character is on the t-shirt or something like that, or like they'll be like, oh, I like your hat, or like, are you okay? Like, you know, like they'll just like, it's pretty self-explanatory, but if the guest doesn't get it then the ACC is there to sort of translate for them. And yeah, because a lot of the characters can't talk. If you haven't met characters in the parks before then you might not know that, but a lot of the characters can't talk, so that's why the ACCs are there to act as a translator. They're also there for a lot of other reasons, for character safety and like taking pictures, welcoming guests, closing the queue. There's a lot of stuff for an ACC to do. So yes, obviously I do notice all the small little details. I notice if it's not being done properly, I notice if it's being done very, very well. So yes, I do notice that stuff, but if anything, I think actually being a performer in Disneyland has made the whole meet and greet more magical for me, because when I was younger I was quite shy. So I went to Disneyland when I was 8 years old and I've got pictures with all the characters, so I went and met like Mickey and Minnie, Goofy, Chip and Dale, King Louie, Geppetto, Pinocchio, Stitch. Like I went and met all those characters, but I was so awkward that like, I mean maybe I did interact with them, I don't really remember, but that's the thing, I don't remember having an interaction with them. So obviously they would have done an interaction with me, but because I was shy maybe I didn't interact that much, so they sort of gave up sooner. But yeah, I mean like a lot of people at Disneyland just sort of go for like an autograph, a picture and a cuddle with the characters. A lot of them don't really care about the interaction. So actually having been a performer has sort of taught me how to interact with the characters. So now when I go and meet a character, I really interact with them and I have a really good time. And I don't focus so much on like the autographs and the pictures. I focus more on having a good interaction and actually enjoying myself. And to be honest, I think that's made it so much more magical, because when I go and meet the characters, like I'm going to meet the characters, you know, like I'm not meeting a performer, I'm meeting Mickey Mouse or Rapunzel or like Pluto, you know, I'm meeting that character and I don't think of it as meeting anyone but that character still. So for me that hasn't ruined the magic at all. In fact, as I say, it's actually increased the magic for me. With seeing characters as well, I still get very excited when I see Mickey Mouse. If anything, I get more excited when I see Mickey Mouse now. I've actually grown my love for the mouse. Obviously I loved Mickey Mouse when I was younger, but I was more of like a Minnie fan. But I mean, I preferred like Stitch and the Chipmunks and like, yeah, I wasn't even like a big princess person either. It was just like Stitch and the Chipmunks and Simba. And yeah, so from having worked there, I now appreciate the princesses a lot and all the other like face characters. And I love Mickey Mouse. Like when I watch the Halloween parades and the Christmas parades and I see Mickey Mouse, I'm just like, starstruck. You know, it's weird, but my love for Mickey Mouse has grown since being a cast member. If that's possible, I love Mickey Mouse so, so much. Yes, I still get excited when I see characters, just as excited as any other guest in the parks would get. In regards to things like the fireworks and the parades, like the cavalcades and shows and stuff, yes, I still love them. I still cry when I watch them. I mean, well, I don't cry in like the Halloween parade and the Christmas parade and the regular one. But the fireworks, yes, I still cry. And actually, to be honest, I feel like, obviously, it's very different. When I watched the fireworks as a guest before I worked for Disney, I watched them and I'd sort of like, you get like that like feeling, like the warm feeling. I don't even know how to explain it. That just like makes you cry because you love Disney so much. But since I've been a cast member, the reason that I get emotional watching the fireworks is because I'm thinking, oh my goodness, like I'm here, I'm in Disney, my dream has literally come true. And I'm so lucky, and it's just so cute. And like the bit that gets me in Illuminations is when they play A Dream Is a Wish Your Heart Makes, because oh my goodness, like working for Disney was my dream, my heart wished the dream and it's come true, and I'm just watching the fireworks and oh, so emotional. Obviously when I left Disney I was a mess after watching the fireworks. When I was leaving I was just bawling my eyes out. Obviously it's very, very emotional watching the fireworks for your last time in you don't know how long it's gonna be. Obviously I didn't cry like every time that I watched the fireworks, like I sort of got used to it, but like I'd still get like the goosebumps and like the feels, and just I just love them. Whenever I watched the Starlit Princess Waltz, I think it was called, something like that, oh my goodness, I got goosebumps and I loved watching it so much. I literally most of the time just watched like Rapunzel and Flynn and Tiana and Naveen, but oh my goodness, like I just like teared up like when the song is like, how does it go, like I see a princess, it's that bit. And honestly I can't even remember the other song now, but just the whole thing, I just, oh my gosh, I wanted to be up there dancing with Rapunzel or Ariel or whatever. It just like, oh, it just gets you. It was such a beautiful dance, and I loved it. And it was so cute as well when they get like the little kid up on stage, and like you could just see like the happiness in the kid's face is just, oh my gosh, it really just melts your heart. It really does. So yeah, definitely no magic spoiled in the shows or fireworks or whatever. As well with the parades as well, I think that they're more magical as a cast member as well, because the characters recognize you, so you get a lot of love as a cast member from the characters on parades. So they'll be blowing you kisses, they'll come up and give you hugs, and it is so special because like they give you so much attention and it's amazing. And yeah, I love it. So every time that I see the castle I still think, wow, like that is beautiful, and I'm still speechless when I see it. It's just so beautiful. When I walk to work and it's like 7 AM, no one's in the park yet, and it's like just me in the park, and they don't play like the typical Main Street music. Like sometimes I've been walking to work and they're playing like Under the Sea, and it's just amazing. I absolutely love the walk to work on an early morning, and it's just me in the park with like a few like bands here and there doing stuff. But just, it's so beautiful to see the castle with no one around, and it's, oh my goodness, it's like a different level of magic. And like when they're playing like Under the Sea, you're just kind of like, oh, this is different, like let's jam to Under the Sea while I'm like walking to work. Yeah, it's great. Yes, I still love watching the parades. As I mentioned earlier, they feel more magical because you get so much more attention. I still love going on all the rides just as much as I did the first time I went on them, and now I know which ones are good as well, so I know which ones not to waste my time on, and I know which ones to spend my time on. So in conclusion, the magic for me is not lost as a cast member. If anything, the magic has increased, because I actually go and meet characters now as well. Like when I went to Florida in 2015, I barely met any characters. I don't remember. Oh no, I met a few characters in 2015. In 2018, when I went just me to go and see some of my friends who were doing the college program, I don't think I met any characters. No, I'm lying, I met Rapunzel and Tiana. And then when I went for my birthday in 2018, to Disneyland Paris. That was my first visit to Disneyland Paris. I met Eeyore and that was it. So like, I actually go and meet the characters now and it's one of my favourite parts of Disney, so yeah, the magic has definitely increased from a character perspective. Obviously for some people it might ruin the magic, for some people they never cared about Disney, they're just working there because it's a job and it's close to home, so doesn't really make a difference to them either way. But yeah, some people it might ruin the magic for a little bit. Personally, I don't think it ruins the magic. If you're a big Disney fan, you love Disney as much as I do, it's not going to ruin the magic for you if you become a cast member. In conclusion, for most people, the magic remains in Disneyland when you are a cast member. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and as I said at the beginning of the video, leave a comment down below of what your most magical memory is in Disneyland. So I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone.